Is restricted free agency in the NBA still a fair and functional system for both teams and players? Or has it outlived its usefulness? This question looms large as the offseason winds down, with several notable restricted free agents: Golden State's Jonathan Kuminga, Brooklyn's Cam Thomas, Philadelphia's Quentin Grimes, and Chicago's Josh Giddey still unsigned. With no competing offers on the table, these players and their teams are locked in a stalemate, leaving fans and analysts alike wondering, is this system truly serving its purpose, or is it a relic of a bygone era? Here at The Athletic, we've delved into each case individually, but writers Tony Jones and Eric Koreen take a broader look at restricted free agency as a concept. They explore its merits, its origins, and whether it's time for a rethink. Koreen. Let's start with a bold statement. The Oklahoma City Thunder won the Alex Caruso-Giddey trade. Caruso played a pivotal role in their championship run, and winning it all is the ultimate goal. But Giddey's performance in Chicago shouldn't be overlooked. After the All-Star break, he averaged 21.2 points, 10.7 rebounds, and 9.3 assists over 19 games, shooting 45.7% from three and attempting 5.8 free throws per game. Did he single-handedly save the Bulls from mediocrity? No, but he proved his value. Now, Giddey is one of the restricted four alongside Kuminga, Thomas, and Grimes. None are all-stars, but they're young and versatile. As restricted free agents, their teams can match any offer sheet they receive. However, with only the Nets having significant cap space this summer and choosing not to use it, these players are left negotiating with their current teams. Their options? Sign a long-term deal or accept a one-year qualifying offer. Giddey's would be $11.1 million, the highest of the group, and become unrestricted free agents in 2026. But here's where it gets controversial. Restricted free agency was introduced after the 1999 lockout to prevent young players from reaching unrestricted free agency too quickly. It's a tool to keep players tied to their drafting teams, giving franchises more control. But is this control fair, and is it still necessary? Jones. I believe restricted free agency works, especially for small market teams, as it allows them to retain drafted talent for up to 9 years. However, the new collective bargaining agreement, CBA, has made teams more cautious with their spending, freezing the RFA market. In the past, players like Giddey or Grimes might have received lucrative offer sheets, but today's context is different. These players haven't proven themselves as game changers, and their breakout performances often came during less competitive periods. And this is the part most people miss. While Grimes and Giddey have shown promise, Thomas and Kuminga have yet to prove they can contribute beyond individual stats. Their lack of a market reflects this. But is it fair that teams can hold on to players simply because they can, even if it's not in the player's best interest? Koreen, the market stagnation this summer is partly due to the unique circumstances. Only one team had cap space, and the Nets prioritized future picks over immediate wins. But I also question the fairness of tying players to teams for so long. While I understand the need for teams to retain talent, the current system feels inherently unfair to players, especially when the qualifying offer doesn't reflect their long-term earning potential. Jones, fairness isn't the right word. The system is tough, especially with the new CBA. Teams are more selective with their spending, and the RFA market suffers. Players like Thomas and Kuminga, who need the ball to be effective, haven't proven themselves as elite offensive threats. Meanwhile, Grimes and Giddey have shown versatility, but their breakouts came during less competitive times. Koreen, I agree, but I'd argue the system needs tweaking. For instance, what if the qualifying offer was set at 225% of the previous salary, making it more enticing for players? Or if teams had a shorter window to negotiate exclusively with their RFAs, forcing them to make harder decisions? Players deserve more leverage, especially if they're in situations that don't work for them. Jones, I like that idea. If a player reaches August 15th without an offer sheet or re-signing, they should have the option to become unrestricted free agents. This keeps the core of RFA intact while preventing teams from freezing the market. Corinne, while I'm hesitant to drag free agency into August, I agree the NBPA should revisit RFA in the next CBA negotiations. It's a small but significant issue that deserves attention. Final thought, restricted free agency may not be broken, but it's certainly showing cracks. As the NBA evolves, so should its systems. What do you think? Is the current RFA system fair, or does it need an overhaul? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments.